disappointing is that after such a great win last week?
Yeah, I mean, the first quarter was probably our best for the year. St Kilda cranked it up. We lost all composure, all system with the ball. It's really disappointing. We failed this test. Particularly, on the back of last week, our intensity was at the level. And we started, we're missing some easy chances, which, against quality teams, they make you pay. So we've got to keep working. I know it sounds shallow, but we're a bit wounded on the back of today, and Fremantle will be too. So we've got 6 days to pick ourselves up, but we need to look at the reality of what guys did when the pressure came and who handled it, who didn't. How can we help? How can we train it? I think we've got to try and solve it rather than just sit there and say what happened and be an expert about what happened. We've got to get going on the solution. So that's where our energy will go this week.
I know Wits Out was clearly a big blow beforehand, but were you disappointed that there was not enough, I suppose, leadership in that second quarter when things started to go against you? That I suppose you couldn't find that composure to slow it down or to try and change something else? Yeah, there was a lot of panic, I think, in that second quarter, and the back end of that second quarter, and then that bled through to in the third quarter. So I thought Ned Moore did an outstanding job in the ruck and competed exactly what we know he's capable of. So full credit to Morley. But, in leadership, I think too often we can look at one or two, but in this day and age you need leadership all across the ground, and we lacked it. We lacked leadership today, and I think everyone's got to, whether you're in your first game or 150, 200, at different times, you've played footy all your life, you've got to have more composure than what we did today. Even just to take the sting out of it for 2 minutes when a team's got a run on. We aren't able to do that, so that's disappointing, and we opened the gate and they stormed through. Their pressure, where do they rate in terms of the 4 teams you've faced so far this year?
Look, we've probably run into, I thought Essendon's pressure here at this ground was extremely high. I think both our games at this ground, the pressure's been above average for the ground in particular. So, a number of times throughout the day I looked and it's up over 200, so that's elite. We weren't able to, again, our pressure on a normal day was average. So when a team's elite, then the gap really starts to open and we aren't able to peg it back.
Do you expect to get Wits back next week? Is that just a circuit breaker type thing?
Oh, he was pretty sore on the back of his first 3 games, so haven't spoken to him today at length, so we'll just see how he pulls up from the weekend and see if we get the big fella moving early in the week. But we'll wait and see. Get a bit more of an update.
What does next week bring? I mean, it's clearly a new thing for the entire competition.
Yeah.
Playing Fremantle in Adelaide's probably better than playing them in Perth, for example. And they say the same thing about going to the Gold Coast. So, what does it mean?
Well, it's an opportunity to I don't want to say respond. There's an opportunity to get better. Again, both teams are going to go in licking their wounds, so we've got to get going. I know, they're staying there. We go. I think we go Wednesday, but we'll prepare as normal. We'll prepare for their best. We'll have a look at the makeup of our side. We've got a VFL game tomorrow, so we'll have a look at that and see how much game time people play in regards to selection and what that team might look like next week. So what does it present? Yeah, it presents an opportunity to the team that played finals. At their best, they're really hard to play against. So, I think lessons for us are, if we think, 3 quarters, 1.5, bits and pieces going to get it done, we need to be striving better than that. I know myself and the coaching group will be, looking for solutions to solve this, because as we saw last week, and in the first quarter against one of the form teams, we were able to do it. It's not long enough, so we need to work out what's controllable in that.
With both sides going in at 1 and 3, how important is it for both of your seasons?
yeah, very important, clearly. But it is a long year. So, I think a couple of weeks ago everyone was writing the Bulldogs off, so they've smacked that back for a couple of weeks. But we know it's that's the industry, so we can only go on results. And today didn't go our way, so we accept that we go into next week with a bit of pressure, and we need to be able to face that and lean into it. And I think that's what we're looking forward to. As hard as that is to say today, St Kilda, very impressive. Really good system, work rate outstanding, and lots to learn.
You mentioned Stuart. You mentioned Moyle getting his first game. What was it like to see him get a run after, I think, 18 months with you, or a bit of time?
Look, we love Moyle. He's fantastic for the group. He's great for Witsy at training. We're not surprised by what he did today, and we see him as a really important part of our footy club going forward. So Ned loves our playing group, and they love playing with him today. Even just talking to a couple of the mids then, they felt that he really competed and gave use where we needed it. So, I think he's benefited from playing under Witsy, training with Witsy, and learning that craft. So he'll only get better. We know rucks take a little bit of time, and it's such a difficult role, as you see. Like Witsy's didn't play today because it's so taxing. It's not getting any easier for the big fellas. So Morley's going to be important to us this year and going forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.